Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another speed build. Now today we are going to be speed building Blair's shop. Blair of course is a retail sim in my Get to Work Let's Play. If you haven't seen it, why not? Go and check it out. It's on my channel now. And she is a fashionista. She is someone who is big on clothes and fashion, and for her there was no other choice than her starter shop being a clothes shop. So that is what we're going for today. Now it is very much a starter shop. There is a lot of possibility with it because the thing is she only had 15,000 simoleons. That's all we had. So that had to build the store, it had to furnish the store, it had to get the stock. You know, it was just going to be a little bit of a challenge, but I think that it turned out nice. It's not the biggest shop in the world. However, it's like I say, it's purely starter and it has lots of room for expansion at the back, or you know, if you want to go up floors, or even with the new basements, if you want to go down, loads and loads of options. So if you know from most of my previous builds that I have done, red is my colour. It is my signature colour. I think it is absolutely beautiful when you use it anywhere really. Not like majorly overpowering red, but you know, red nonetheless. So I wanted to make a window display, you know, like you see in the big department stores when you walk past and you see the mannequins and they're standing in the window just showing off the wares. So that's what I decided to do. I'm moving the guys using the move objects cheat so that they can stand on top of it, because they don't actually naturally stand on top. So what you need to do is type into the cheat bar bb.moveObjects, and once you've done that, if you grab the mannequin or anything that you're looking to place and press Control and 9, you will be able to put it on top of things normally you can tell it's early in the morning, that normally you wouldn't be able to do. So I was just looking for some wooden floor here for the kind of patio area, and this is what I've kind of went for, so the red, and then inside I've just put the nice white colour because I just think it makes it look clean, it makes it look crisp. Probably if it's a store it'll be a nightmare to keep clean, but our Blair doesn't care about that. She just wants crisp, clean cut lines, and she wants the focus to be on her clothes rather than the actual shop. So that's what I've done. I chose that wallpaper initially, but I do go back and change it because I do realise it's a bit like Gran's house, you know, so not my Gran, but you know that what I mean. I'm just adding in these bits. I was going to put an archway, but I decided no. I decided to go for the sort of supporting beams type look, and this is me deciding on a different colour. I was going to go bright, but then I thought some of the clothes that I put on might clash with the colour. Basically, I was overthinking it. So I just put a really nice pastel pink colour. Now, whenever I was trying to put the wallpaper on the wall there, it was totally deleting all the mannequins for some unbeknown reason. So I had to redo it again. So I've cut that bit out because it took freaking ages. Look, and when I do the outside it does it again. To say that I was frustrated is possibly an understatement, but I was frustrated. I don't understand why putting wallpaper on would delete the mannequins. I don't know, but it did. So I've skipped so that you guys don't need to see it. So I'm just playing about with different sort of wall textures. I like to make my builds not all the one texture. I know that in real life most houses are the one texture, but you know, this is a Sims, we can create them however we like. Added an extra pole to the corner there so that it's really cute. I thought I can really see whenever oh yes, and the awnings, that's new with Get to Work and I really like it. I considered putting it over the window but changed my mind obviously, and that's what I've put the pole in there. I can really see making more use of that sort of patio area, maybe having like a bench seat just outside, you know, just something really nice. And I was going for windows, and those are the windows that I've got Get to Work, those particular ones. The big ones at the front, they are base game ones, but it's just because I wanted them to be big massive windows, you know, that you could see, whereas those ones are kind of more cut off. So I decided to go for that. Here I am looking for the desk, and initially I do get this counter, and then when I look again I can see that in the same part there is a used counter. section. Now, the brand new one costs like 780 simoleons, whereas the used one costs like 75. So I do eventually swap that out. That is one of my favourite lights. Not favourite because of how it looks, because it's not super pretty, but it gives so much light that it's unbelievable. Because one of my complaints with The Sims is always that the lights don't give enough light, which is sad, and you always need to end up putting hundreds of lights, you know, on your roof, and it just looks a bit ridiculous. So I really like the fact that this one light can light such a big area. It's fabulous. So this is me swapping it out. Now I know that, you know, that one's blue, but it's more of a blue, a grey blue, so I thought that kind of mixed in with the silver touches on the poles and whatnot. So this is me just trying to work out the pedestals for my Sims, or the mannequins anyway, and I didn't realise that you can only have a maximum of 10 mannequins per store, so I end up taking some of them out of the window display and kind of going for it that way. I don't know why we're only allowed 10. It'd be nice to have a bit more. Maybe that's something they'll add in like a patch or something, but for now it's a good start. It is a good start. I wasn't sure whether to make it exclusively women or males, but I decided to go for a mixture of both and have the kids in there as well. So this is me changing it up, because I realised that I can't have as many mannequins as what I'd planned. How many times have I said mannequins in this one freaking, how many minutes have I even been talking? 6 minutes, and I must have said mannequins about 20 million times. But anyway, I've said it again, and I can't really say it well, I don't think. Mannequins. So from my little experience, I haven't played it fully, but I think from what I can see, it's really important that the Sims have got space to walk around. So necessarily having them against the wall, some Sims in my previous playthrough were having trouble. Like, they were getting the kind of, you know, that thing that they get where they can't make it. So I think that's why I'm trying to make it look as if it's different. If you haven't seen this before, you can actually make the mannequins in different poses. So, and I added that outside because I thought it was cute, and I thought it made it look like it was definitely a posh sort of fashion store. Didn't want to add any of the decals in the window because I thought that kind of took away from it. So adding that out just looks like a woman in a sexy black dress to me. That's what that looks like to me. So I thought having that out on the wall would say, right, clothes is what we do. So here was me trying to figure out a sign, but then I decided to go with no sign. Just to give you that bit of a spoiler there. A bit of a spoiler. But here I am with roofs, my dreaded roofs. But actually this works out quite well, this particular one. And also I'm going to be showing you a little trick that I have learned with one of the blind sets, you know, for the window coverings. Because I do complain quite a lot about the window coverings and how I want more variety. Yeah, so the sign just wasn't working there. So I do take one of the windows and combine it with a new item from Get to Work, and it looks quite cool, but I'll show you that whenever we get to the windows. I'm getting ahead of myself. So here I am adding a little bit of extra red trim. Yep. And then I decide to kind of make the one on the right hand side not as out there with the red trim, and I just felt as if the front of the house, the front of the store was sort of missing something, you know, just above the awning there. So I was kind of looking at that thinking, what can I put? I didn't have any sign that was going to really work for it, because that's kind of like a bus stop sign really. It was okay, but it kind of looked like a bus stop sign. So eventually I went for I went for the Hunger Games. I know they're not actually the Hunger Games birds, but to me they actually look like it. And I think that just added a little something to the outside of the actual store. Now obviously at the moment it doesn't look that great because the mannequins aren't dressed or posed, but you'll see soon. So what I did was I was fanning about here trying to find different curtains, and obviously it wasn't working at all. It wasn't working at all. As you can see, nothing really worked, and I really like those blinds, but what I don't like about them is that they're not connected in the middle. And I thought, well, how, you know, it doesn't look right, because they wouldn't just hang there, you know, to shut them. So there was something that came with Get to Work, which is like something you put on the wall. It's like a bar thing, and I thought I'll try the bar with it. There you go, that's it there. and I'll put it across and see what it actually looks like, and it has worked out quite well. I think that makes that look really as if it's like a proper set of blinds that would close. So I quite like the way that turned out, and again, you need the move objects cheat for that, but I do like the way that turned out. So I hope that you like this, guys. It was a lot of fun for me to build. Obviously, there's so much more that you could actually be doing with it. I'm going to insert some pictures just now of the finished one, or with the mannequins all dressed. But I think you'll see that there is a lot of potential in this. It does come under 15,000 simoleons, which is great for a store. So I hope that you will use it. It doesn't need to be a clothing store. You could use the basic shape and really go for anything. But I think it's cute, and I think for Blair, it's an awesome start for her. And I can't actually wait to get started in my Let's Play with it. It's going to be very, very exciting indeed. So I hope that you're all having an amazing day, guys. And this house, I should say that the store is available on the gallery under xSimSugar, as well as all my other builds and things. But this is free to download, and there is no custom content. The only thing you need for this is the base game and get to work. So I'll talk to you in the next video, guys. Bye.